Alrighty. Hold on, let me get out of my hair. Alrighty. I am back. I am ready to react to episode 2 of Archive 81. Wellspring, 57 minutes long. Let's get this started. See if the show improves as we go forward. See if it continues to be, kind of mediocre. Very much the quality you would expect of a podcast turned to a TV show.
Find your history. Find yourself. Order your personal DNA kit today and receive 50% off your first report.
How does that tie into the larger story?
The gift of knowing who you really are. Wellspring, your story starts here.
That's fascinating. How does that fit into the larger story? I love that being included. Gives you a lot to think about. I hope whatever it hints at doesn't turn out to be a huge disappointment.
I saw my dad in the footage. He was there at the Visser, 1994. This was a setup from the start.
All right. Well, let's say that's true.
It is true.
All right, well, you have two options. Okay, you can either bite the hand that's feeding you or keep your cool. Because if you lose your shit at Davenport, he's gonna fire your ass. He's gonna keep his money and his tapes, and you'll never know what the fuck your dad was doing there.
Oh my god, that's the worst advice I've ever heard.
Did she know him?
I don't know.
What? That's a weird question. Why would you ask that? I don't like that. That question plus the DNA test ad we just saw is not largely promising. But there's no way that this guy could be born after 94.
So what were you gonna tell me the other day?
This is not your. This is a grown woman following a little girl around, filming her.
My mom doesn't know about my camera, okay?
Hey, did you ask your mom about giving me an interview? Maybe this week?
I'm not sure her mom is real and or alive.
Beatrice, this is Millie. She's
making a film about the residents of this building. Come in. Just do a reading.
Do we have to?
How did you end up at the Visser?
I came to stay with my cousin Alicia. Then she
Oh, I know you.
some pothead plumber from
Where do I know you from?
I inherited the lease. And the fish.
Everybody's just inheriting shit from the previous owner of the apartment.
Past, present, future.
Oh. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. She was Donna Maria.
You've suffered as a child. There's something hidden. Something that has guided you to this place. Someone. That's why you're here.
There's a historian I'm trying to track down, Julia Bennett. She did a lot of amazing work in the 70s and then just dropped off the face of the earth.
That's the point of you being here. You are stalking a woman. I hope she turns out to be like your mom or something.
There is a woman who keeps an apartment on the 4th floor. No one's seen her in years, but her mailbox is often bursting at the seams. Should we take a look at your future?
I think I'll pass, actually. I swear to God, if they pull out the death card, I'm gonna scream.
Don't take it literally. Death has many meanings.
Why would you say it that way? The traditional thing to say when someone pulls out the death card in a tarot is that, oh, it's a symbol of new beginnings. It's a symbol of letting the old go. It changed. Now you're stealing mail.
That's a $2,000 fine. Samuel.
Melody.
But could you be enticed to come to a show tonight? My friend Tamara, she is putting on Act 1 of her opera. And, well, it is not very good. And I'm just trying to rally an audience.
Absolutely not. If that's the way you talk about your friend's creative work to new people, unacceptable. You could just pretend that you don't know it's bad and let her decide herself. My God, how rude. I'm sorry. There's no peephole there. Did he just... What was that? There was no... He just leaned in to try to look through a solid block of wood, didn't he? What the fuck was that?
Hey, okay, it's me. She did know him. Melody. She was my dad's patient at NYU.
So great. That's what I had been wondering.
So, when you go to my aunt's house, could you check for patient files? See if you can find hers.
Yeah, see, and we still have that person in the background watching you. Okay, but now you're gonna see them.
Hey!
What was that? Just...
Hey!
Mr. Davenport's office.
Is he there? I need to speak with him.
I'm sorry. Mr. Davenport's in the field. May I leave a message?
In the field? In the field, what does that mean?
I don't know, they work on, like, interdimensional travel or something? I don't know. Like... I don't know.
Have him call me back. Restore tape. Move 6 spaces. Spot a potential serial killer in a red jacket.
Like, it looked like a short person. Maybe it's Jess.
You know, what are you talking about?
Dad?
You see, that's... Okay. I had been wondering, given that we saw that person in the background and then, like, pretty soon afterwards cut to him wearing red himself, I was wondering if it was, like, a time thing. If he was somehow seeing himself watching himself. I guess it could be as simple as, like, a ghost? A slip-in from another universe? An interdimensional bleed-through? But I don't know what kind of science fiction, what kind of mumbo-jumbo we're dealing with. Doing something with cults. Definitely. Something with music, which makes me think something with summoning things. So it's making me think that maybe the building is some kind of a place where the veil is thin. And then maybe this building was built for research, so maybe this building is intended to be the same way. Maybe this building is supposed to be a place that bleeds through, where universes can bleed into one another. Yeah, and it looks like you're kind of getting a vision. I mean, I assume he's actually dreaming, but I guess it could be that he thinks he's dreaming. Who's there? And now we've had this artful shot of a piano, so we know that is going to be important somehow. We're going to catch him playing the piano, and that's spooky song at some point in this. Or someone else is going to play it.
I guess I'm gonna go in there and try and survive.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
Okay, see, and the masks have to do with her weird play. Another panic attack. Also, this doesn't look like an opera to me. An interpretive dance, perhaps?
You okay?
Yeah, it just...
Well, let's go somewhere quieter.
This is Constance.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Sony.
Okay.
She was a graduation present from my mom. I think she was hoping that I'd, follow in her footsteps.
So is your mother the missing woman? Something Bennett? Julia Bennett? Something like that?
She died 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry.
There's a Visser Historical Society.
This seems like something you should have brought up to her before. considering she is doing a historical dissertation on the building?
Oh, yeah. 5 years strong.
And are you a member?
Well, not officially, but I have been known to give a talk for some stale cookies and some box wine. The last one was about Dutch witchcraft that persisted all the way into the 20th century down in Lower Manhattan.
Is that true?
Why wouldn't it be? You're just gonna break down the wall? This is unhinged behavior. You broke through the wall to find a whole other section of the building, and now you're just going through it. Like, get out of there.
I didn't know you were religious, Dan.
Dude, you have no ability to contact the outside world.
What is this place?
Every part of this is unacceptable. You are in extreme danger. Does your friend even know the address of where you are? Does he know anything about this corporation? Does he know even how to report you fucking missing? Like, what if he just never hears from you again? Will he even call anyone?
For the last tournament, I chose Jesus as my topic.
Of course you did.
I asked the audience to suppose that his death was a blessing. Not because the Son of God was selfishly taking on the sins of man, but because his light was a dangerous one.
Okay.
And by extinguishing it, the world was saved from an unspeakable evil.
So you're saying
that Jesus was a demon who almost brought about
I don't care about any of this. Like, buddy, you can believe whatever flavor of religious delusion you like. That's fine.
Tell me right now why I shouldn't fire you for entering into areas that are clearly off limits.
you're not going to fire me. You brought me here because my father is in those tapes.
Come on down, Dan. This time you're invited. I insist. Come on. You ever use one of those consumer genetic testing services? I started Wellspring back in 2006.
Cool story.
Built it into a nice little business before the competition.
What? But why would he believe anything you have to say? You're a liar.
I don't know what's on those tapes, Dan. That's the honest truth.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Liar. Bullshit. Liar. Bullshit. Bullshit. Liar.
Of course, I understand it. This is all too much for you. You're
Dude, this is ridiculous.
What you might find.
Afraid of what I might find?
Dude, why are you gonna let him needle you like that? Just leave. He's putting you in danger of some kind. Either he's a threat or he's luring you into something. Like, what the fuck?
If the truth is too painful for you, you'd rather return to the city.
Listen to this. This isn't even like a good manipulation.
Is there anything else?
No.
I'm sure there's all kinds of other
Super
else that you
clear.
don't know about.
This area will be off limits going forward.
Yeah, I got it.
Good.
He's not even questioning, like, how did you get here so fast? Like, he said you were going to be alone there, but he's clearly at the building.
Do you hear that?
are you? You're just wandering around the building? Why, what are you doing? You think you're gonna go, like, roll up on some kind of a cult? Or something? And I don't know, they're communing with fucking aliens or something? I don't know. But she's spying. Oh, that thing is just unacceptable. And it looks so familiar, and I can't place it. I have seen that before. And I don't know where. And definitely you want to get caught spying on these people. That's absolutely what you want. That's fucking fine. Get out of there, you crazy person. Oh my god. Are you gonna hide in a closet? Why wouldn't you just leave? They're gonna grab their coats and shit on the way out, probably. Like, what? These characters all make the weirdest decisions.
What happened?
Something is going on in this building. Something.
Then leave.
Something fucked up.
Okay, let's just get the fuck out.
Exactly.
We can leave.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
can. You can leave whenever you want. Yes, you can.
Mel. Okay, so why are you here?
My mother.
Yeah, I figured.
It's my birth mother.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
A woman was asking about me. Her name was Julia Bennett. The return address is from this building.
You don't have to stay in the building, though.
Okay, so what are you doing?
If there's any chance that she's here, I need to find her.
No, you sound like you really badly need therapy. Not with a therapist that wants to fuck you. Just a therapist, like a normal one that will help you get over what the hell is happening here.
Okay. Fuck it. We'll stay.
No, we won't. Who's this we?
We'll find her. Okay?
Y'all got the worst friends. Y'all got the worst friends. Y'all got the worst friends. Nobody was there?
There's no one there.
So this is a song your sister played?
I mean, I always thought she made it up, but...
Now you're saying it's the Visser Historical Society sex cult theme song?
I'm saying it's the same tune. The same notes.
Kalego.
I'm not sure if that's how you spell it, but that's the only word I could make out.
That's creepy shit, man.
Did you find any files at my aunt's house? Anything at all?
No patient records for Melody Pendress, but did you know that your dad recorded his patient sessions? I pulled all the ones marked M. Pendress.
Maybe there's something in these sessions
Or maybe you can ask her yourself.
What?
Turns out Melody Pendress didn't die.
That's so dramatic. Why wouldn't you open with that?
While living in Pittsburgh, so maybe she knows exactly what happened.
Why
to
are
your
you
dad.
being that dramatic? Why wouldn't you open with that
Maybe you can ask her
information?
yourself.
Oh god. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, sure. I hope the final answer, well, I hope we get an answer. I hope we get an answer within this first season. Because I can tell you one thing, if we don't get an answer within the first season, any show like this on Netflix, I expect to be canceled, to be honest. I'm getting really sick of getting interested in a show on Netflix only to find out that it's just like they've decided that they're not going to make any more. Why? Just because. The one that burned me the most badly was I'm not okay with this. Ended on a fucking cliffhanger and just canceled. They blamed it on the pandemic, but like, you know, they're getting a reputation now for just canceling things left and right for no real reason. This is, you know, a very popular show right now, so maybe it will be renewed, one hopes, but I'm kind of at this point where, like, especially with the taint of podcast being upon it, if I don't have answers within the first season, I truly just assume that you're never going to get really any answers. Podcasts, especially coming out of the 2014 to like 2018 range, did not, you know what, even most of them still are not largely written with conclusions in mind. They're largely written with luring people in with like mystery upon mystery on top of mystery on top of mystery. And it's not like good. It's not a satisfying narrative construction. Because podcasts are so indie right now, they're getting increasingly less indie. But because they are so largely indie, you know, you look past a lot more of the flaws. Having it translated into a television show, there's so much more glaring. Like, you can't just look past them the way you do in a new media. It's kind of ridiculous. The character decisions here aren't really making any sense, so I'm hoping that maybe the mystery will end up being really good. What I associate with podcast stories is that they string you along until inevitably you quit. So I am definitely worried. I really am. I hope the answer to this mystery is going to be satisfying, because I am not largely impressed thus far. I'm finding it all rather silly. In any case, I'm going to have an entire episode of my own stupid fucking podcast to discuss everything that I thought and felt and predict about these first 2 episodes. Maybe I'll talk myself into liking it more. Maybe I will accidentally talk myself into liking it even less. Who knows? Who knows what will happen from here? I'm hoping that the show improves. I'm hoping that the mystery turns out to be incredibly satisfying. I'm not largely optimistic at this point, but keeping an open mind, if nothing else. It is a short show. I will be finished with it on Thursday, so it's not going to eat up a huge amount of my life. So, with all of that said, that was my reaction to episode 2 of Archive 81 Season 1. I'm going to be back very, very soon with Archive 81 Season 1 Episode 3, and you can see me then.